Hey folks, it's January 17th today. For record keeping sake, that means I'm 5 weeks post-op and 26 weeks on T. I spoke last week about life stuff and thought I'd kind of continue on that tangent. So last week I talked about what I wanted to do in the near future, and this week I thought I'd talk about relationships a bit, or who I want to do in the near future. I've been thinking about this a lot lately for two reasons. One is that I've randomly got a few questions on Tumblr about my orientation, about my relationship status, and about whether my opinions and feelings towards relationships have changed at all since I started T and since I've had surgery. And also because a few days before I left for Mississauga for surgery, I went out and I met this guy that was so cute, you guys. It's been a while since I've been attracted to someone like that, and I only talked to him for a few moments, but it's been a while since I've felt the desire to get to know someone, a stranger. So that was nice, and I've been thinking about that, and that got me thinking about relationships. So all of that combined made me want to rewatch a video that I had made actually at the end of July about relationships, and it is completely crazy to think how much has changed since then. So I just watched that video, and let's just mention how completely different I look and sound. It was shocking. I mean, my voice, my face shape, every detail about me I feel like has changed, and wow. But back in that video I was so uncomfortable and so dysphoric and so completely not at ease with myself, and I felt as though a relationship was just not in my cards because I had so much to deal with internally, that I didn't think it would be fair to be with someone else, and I wouldn't have the wherewithal to focus on another person because I couldn't even deal with my own stuff. And the general idea I got from that video was that I really, really wanted a relationship, but I was nowhere near ready for one. And now I feel like that has changed. It's completely reversed itself. So the way I feel now is that I would be ready for a relationship, and physically I'm much more comfortable, and emotionally I'm much more stable, but I just don't feel the need for one. Meeting this guy made me realize how much I miss having a crush, but I don't think that translates at all into wanting an actual relationship. And because I'm so intent on traveling and exploring the world and myself, I think it would be just stupid to enter into a relationship and then just kind of take off. But another thing that has changed quite a bit is that before I was so uncomfortable with myself physically that I couldn't even fathom the idea of having someone touch me and being in an intimate physical relationship. And I was so not the type of person that would have been comfortable with a one-night stand. Now that's another thing that's just a complete change. I mean, the testosterone obviously kicked up my sex drive a considerable amount, and that combined with being much more comfortable with my own body, I think that a one-night stand would be something I would be much more comfortable with now. And oddly enough, the only thing that's preventing me from seeking that out is one of the things that gives me a lot of anxiety is actually not, when it comes to sexual relationships, is not trans-related at all. It's actually to do with my allergies, because I have this fear that I'll meet someone and we'll start making out and I'll have an allergic reaction because they'll have eaten something that I was allergic to that day. And that with the level or the seriousness of my food allergies, that actually is possible. It's not just my own anxiety. If someone were to eat something I was allergic to and not brush their teeth or anything, it's very, very possible that there'd be residue on their mouth and I could have a full-blown reaction from that. But putting that aside, you know, transition-wise and, you know, comfort-wise, I think having a one-night stand is all of a sudden in the cards for me. But in terms of a relationship, I don't really want or need one right now, although, like I said, it would be cool to have a crush again, because I miss that, like, longing feeling. To answer the Tumblr people, in terms of relationship status, so obviously I'm single, and in terms of orientation, nothing has really changed. I'm still unlabeled, and I prefer to remain unlabeled because my sexuality changes on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes I'll be more attracted to a certain type of person, and sometimes I will be attracted to a completely other type of person, and I don't like to peg that down with any orientation or gender or identity, because I feel like I'm just attracted to people and their own identity has nothing really to do with my own. So yeah, that's where I stand on that. I guess I'll give a bit of a chest update, because some stuff has been happening with that. I have been given the okay to stop wearing the post-op binder, which feels great, and I've been also given the okay to stop putting polysporin on my nipples and covering them. So right now I'm actually bare-chested underneath this lovely Superman t-shirt, and that feels fantastic, and I'm actually much more excited about that than I was about going topless. That probably has something to do with the fact that it's winter in Montreal and I can't exactly go out topless, but I'm sure it'll hit me once summer, warmer weather rolls around, and once I can swim and I'm healed enough to play soccer topless, which I'm super excited about, and to like run outside and train topless and stuff like that. But for now, the fabric to nipple contact is quite enjoyable. When it's not terrifying. I also drove for the first time since surgery on Wednesday, and that was cool. Everything went fine. I didn't have any hiccups. I went really slowly, and you know, it wasn't during rush hour or anything, but it went cool. And on Wednesday I also shaved for the first time ever, and I got a bit of irritation down where I had like a patch of acne already, but it went okay. I mean, I was really patchy and I missed a few spots, and that's to be expected for the first shave, but whatever, it went okay. And I think I've established, though, that I'm not a huge fan of a regular razor. I think I'm gonna just buy a trimmer and stick to that, because I was so not cool with, like, even when I used to shave my legs, I just never liked it's creepy when you can nick yourself. I just didn't like it. So I'll buy a trimmer and see how that goes. I also think I'm going to start training again soon. I miss it. I'm not the same without it. I need to lift. I just need to lift. I was speaking with my buddy Matisse, and he said that he started training legs again about 6 weeks post-op. So I think I'll try again to start maybe next week. And if it's not going okay, then maybe at least I could do some cardio on a bike or an elliptical without moving my arms, and hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, I'm also gonna hopefully start putting on some scar cream soon. I guess I'll actually show you guys my chest once I'm talking about it. I might as well. Yeah, Alex Haney. I don't know if you guys have seen the video he made about scar cream, but he's made this stock concoction by himself that he said is working wonders, so I'm gonna try some of that. I'll take out the stuff I'm allergic to and throw in some other stuff that I found. I did a bit of research on actual scar creams and tried to find their active ingredients, so I'll try to find that raw material stuff and put it into the scar cream, and hopefully something cool will come out of it. So this is 5 weeks post-op. It's looking pretty good. When I flex my lats, I'm trying to get a good angle of this. So when I flex my lats, there's puffiness on both sides. It's really swollen there. I'd say that near the incision on either side under the pits, that's where the most swelling is still, the most residual swelling is. But it makes sense because no matter what I'm doing, that's the part that's going to stretch the most. Hopefully the scar cream that I make will help that a bit. I'm also still, there's still like the stretchy mark stuff around on the right side, and there's still a lot of bruising on the left side, on both sides of the nipple from the hematoma, but that's going away a lot. And I've actually noticed lately that, especially like right in the middle, my skin is really, really dry. So I've been moisturizing that a lot lately, and hopefully that'll just continue getting better because it's been really helping. What else? Range of motion wise, getting better every day. It's still a bit weird taking t-shirts and stuff on and off, but again, it's getting a lot better. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The nipples are looking really good. I actually had a zit, this is disgusting, but like right on the corner of the graft on the left side, and it was like getting bigger and bigger, and I was really worried about it, but it kind of just popped and took care of itself, and I'm glad that nothing serious happened with that. So this video is long enough. I'll leave you guys. I'll probably be making another video this week because there's a big anniversary tomorrow actually. And yeah, have a great week. Hope I didn't bore you too much, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.